Good morning, YouTube. Doug Scott here with All About Film. Dropping another video. I think Disney's gonna have to designate weeks like this Disney Week with all the awesomeness coming out, and maybe not so awesome things coming out. If you look at any of the news, which I'm sure most of you already have, can't imagine that you wouldn't be, seeing as if we're all, movie fans and Star Wars fans alike. Now, I will be reviewing The Mandalorian in my second video. We'll talk about that later. I mainly want to drop some news and just get some dialogue going regarding Rian Johnson, J.J. Abrams, Rise of Skywalker. So let me just kind of just throw some debate out there regarding Rian Johnson. This guy has just been irritating me, and I don't know if I'm the only fan. I don't think I am. I have a few friends that he's definitely irritating, but I don't know what YouTube feels. But this comes down to his style. I don't know if he's just aiming to piss off every Star Wars fan, or Kathleen Kennedy. Like, she just absolutely loves this guy, and there's been interviews where she has stated that we're going to see more Rian Johnson come back into the Star Wars franchise in some form or fashion, which scares the hell out of me. And then we have, his comments regarding you shouldn't. What did he say? You shouldn't please the fan base. You should challenge the fan base. And here's my thoughts on that statement. Is he completely wrong? No, not per se. Do I like the statement? No, I don't like the statement. I feel like it is a cop-out. I feel like, to be honest, when it comes down to it, Star Wars is such a beloved franchise. Like, it's not something that we've seen a lot of reboots over the years. Like, Star Wars would never be rebooted. Now, do I see that we're gonna go and we're gonna obviously we just concluded the ninth film, the Skywalker franchise, the saga. It's over with. Is Star Wars going to die off? No. We're going to continue pumping out Star Wars films, TV shows for the new generation. So, to challenge the Star Wars fan base, I'm totally okay with it. If you want to take a new franchise or something different, like The Mandalorian, it's not necessarily, like, some people have even said The Mandalorian doesn't really feel like Star Wars. But I'm just saying, something original, something different, something not tied to the Jedi, the Sith, especially Skywalker. Like, we're creating these movies, and you can say what you want with the prequels, but at least we can all agree on this with the prequels. The prequels, all three of them, had a sense of completion. There's the Phantom Menace, there is Attack of the Clones, and there is Revenge of the Sith. You can say what you want about the dialogue, say what you want about some of the characters, say what you want about some of the actors, but in general, those three films had the same continuity. We knew kind of what the end result was going to be, because we know that Anakin is going to go to the dark side and become Darth Vader. But at least you can go through those movies, even you can watch them now, and still say to yourself, like, okay, this is, like, enjoyable in the sense that the stories are actually being told. What happens in 1 gets elevated in 2. What happens in 3 completely elevates what happened in 2. And then it concludes into a coherent process. The same can be said with the original trilogy. Luke, Vader, collide, redemption, the evil villain we thought was dead. Now he's not. But anyway, he dies, right? Until out of desperation he's resurrected. But that's it, right? That concludes it. My response to Rian Johnson on his statement, it's okay, it's fine to challenge us, but don't rewrite the process that we are used to. We're expecting something grand to happen with Luke Skywalker's story. This is his story. And yet he has been wasted. He was wasted in Force Awakens. He was wasted completely in Last Jedi. And who knows? I haven't seen The Rise of Skywalker yet, but from what I hear, it's wasted. And so that's what pisses us off. If you want to challenge the fans and create some new content, fine. But don't take it away from the stuff that we are accustomed to or expecting or have high expectations, because you guys as filmmakers, J.J. Abrams, Rian Johnson, have teased us that we're going to have some awesome stuff. Some stuff that's going to be concluded, right? You create that spectacle, you create that buzz, you create all of the guessing games for the fans, and then you just squander it. So, no, Rian Johnson, challenging the Star Wars fans is not the answer in this case. After the trilogy concludes, you want to create something completely different outside. I mean, hopefully it'll be outside of Star Wars. It doesn't look like it is, but if it is going to be in Star Wars, have it be something original. Nothing to do with Jedi or Revenge of the Sith, or the Sith. Period. There's a lot of stuff. Star Wars has given us a gigantic galaxy. Go ahead, do something. We'll see what happens. Anyway, next topic. Rise of Skywalker, J.J. Abrams, the reviews, his comments on not able to close a story, and the reviews so far for Rise of Skywalker are mixed, which I kind of anticipated. There's a glimpse of hope that it would be better. A glimpse of hope of, okay, here we go. They did it. They pulled it all together. It's fantastic. Rian Johnson's film, I think, screwed everything up. They had a golden opportunity to build upon Force Awakens and then add to that, so that they don't have to completely fix and correct and change, and then be like, oh, this was the idea the whole time. No, it wasn't. Lucasfilm has gone through multiple directors. Colin Trevorrow was supposed to do this one, and then you fired him because he had creative differences. The guy created and rebooted Godzilla. He technically rebooted the new generation, Jurassic World. He could have done fine, but no, he didn't please the powers that be, which Kathleen Kennedy, Lucasfilm. You guys know best. Like I said 1,000 times, you could have stuck any true Star Wars nerd in a room and said, "Tell us how to finish the last 3 movies. If you're not gonna go with what George Lucas wanted, tell us how to finish the last 3 movies." And we would have got a pretty badass trilogy. Better than any of this other garbage that we got right now. I'll give the benefit of the doubt to Force Awakens. It wasn't that bad. Problem is, Last Jedi kind of screwed everything up. And then now we got a story that they're trying to cram so much into it that there's too much. Too much. I get what they're trying to do. Yeah, you're trying to conclude 9 films, totally. Last Jedi screwed that whole process up, and now you're trying to cram all of it into one movie, and it's going to be a mess. That new trailer for Rise of Skywalker, where it has Kylo Ren meeting Palpatine, that gave me chills. I was actually, okay, this is really exciting stuff. This is really completely different. If this is the route they want to take, I'm actually okay with that. This is pretty cool. And for what the reviews and people have been saying, it doesn't make any sense. Which, of course, not. Why would it? It's not going to. Because, again, this is not the original idea. They had to backtrack because of The Last Jedi. So, those of you who like The Last Jedi, fine. That's your opinion. You can totally like The Last Jedi. Here's the response to that. It's not. I don't think it's gonna be that good. We will see. I will give my 2 cents on it. But it is over. The Star Wars Skywalker trilogy has come to an end, and hopefully, for most of us Star Wars fans, it'll give us something to conclude and give us some closure. I hope it does. I hope it does for myself, because I'm done. I mean, I'm over it. I'm done talking about The Last Jedi, and time to move on. Thankfully, we have one more episode of The Mandalorian, and um, I gotta drop that next video. Well, there you guys have it. There's my thoughts on Star Wars news, Rise of Skywalker. It's all coming to an end, and Rian Johnson, just you're not gonna beat the Star Wars fans. Just stop. Go do something else. Go do something different. You could put Star Wars in the label. Whatever. But you guys have it. That's it. I'm gonna get over my rant right now. No more ranting about Rian Johnson, The Last Jedi. This is it. I'm over it. Rise of Skywalker. What are your thoughts? What are your theories? Have you seen it? Are you about to see it? Are you excited? Are you not excited? Comment down below. Subscribe, please. Help this channel grow. Hit that bell if you want to be aware of additional videos when they're coming out. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any comments or feedback, light me up. Duncan Scott, all about film.